Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer, Sooner, you will be soon enough. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Sweet feet on the move. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have got...
He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense going forward.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a matchup between these two guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
Oh, this is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody makes some mistakes and presses a little bit, knowing that dude's on the other side of the field.
You're right, David, because you know these guys are competitors, right? This is going to feel like a video game. The scoreboard is going to be lit up.
Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
To the air, it's Arnold. It's complete. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Delivers the contact. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you,
and he can't escape, and down he goes.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find...
Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Wide open downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters. And one thing they always have, offensive success.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses to 40. Nothing but green ahead. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Quarterback will audible. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Johnson looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And it's caught inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On the run, it's Robinson. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Back to pass, it's Arnold. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're going to throw it again. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him to.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll immediately call timeout.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It is good! And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. 1st down here for the offense. And with time running out here in the 1st half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they move that thing through the end zone. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in that situation.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Holds it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense.
The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He'll throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throw the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. They're trying to get to it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Dropping back, it's Arnold. He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Evans. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Throws to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Well, they've done a lot of really nice things on the road in this game so far, and that's why they have the lead. But after that incompletion now, you can sense the momentum now switching back to the home team late in this game.
Looking for space. It's Robinson. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Fires to the tight end. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Pass to 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he got loose, it was all over. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They keep attacking through the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's quick. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of time those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to these teams, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to